Welcome to Been Drinking MMA podcast. We are on the main event of the Noche UFC, and this is a championship belt fight, and it's free.
It's free, guys.
It's free. Grasso versus Shevchenko, the GOAT Shevchenko. I'm going Shevchenko because I can't bet against Shevchenko, but I don't know if I'm going to put any money on this one because I was burned by her against Grasso, so.
Yeah.
I'm going Shevchenko, but no money involved in this.
Yeah, she was minus 1,000 last time, and she got subbed in the fourth from a spinning back kick, no less. She went for a spinning back kick, and then Grasso just went forward and just took her back quickly.
Took the neck.
If that doesn't happen, though, it's so funny because it was the fourth round and 2 rounds to go, so like anything could have happened because Shevchenko was actually up 2 rounds to 1. So with her wrestling, so I mean it's crazy.
Well, that would have been 2-2, and then that last round would have been fire.
Exactly.
Because Shevchenko knows, okay, it's 2-2. You need to win this, and then same with Grasso. That would have been an amazing last round.
It would have been. It just would have been like, what does Shevchenko get the takedown? Does she not? It was probably up to that, and she's a bigger fighter. Grasso is a natural 115 pounder, and she's moving up for this weight class, and she's been here now for a bit, and she's doing good here. Definitely.
I think Shevchenko's going to learn from her loss because that's the kind of fighter I think she is. I think all she does is train.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think the wrestling is the way to victory here for Shevchenko instead of striking because Grasso's a technique monster with the striking.
I think it's a parlay killer again. This
don't
fight.
touch it.
Like if you're gonna add something
if
to the parlay,
you see something that we don't see, then go for it. But I would not touch this fight with anything.
I'm picking Grasso, but I mean it's a close fight, right? Because
you're picking Grasso.
I'm picking Grasso.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it's one of those fights where I like Grasso's speed, and also. Grasso's kind of like 30 years old. It's kind of like a perfect time for her to be, and she to move up, in her when she's 30, because you get a little bit thicker and stronger when you're 30. And Shevchenko's 35. Shevchenko's an amazing fighter. Like, man, I used to think she was like the GOAT. Not a GOAT, but I thought she was one of the pound for pound best. Is what I mean.
I think she still kind of is.
Oh yeah, she is definitely one of the pound for pound best, and she still is.
But because you lose one fight doesn't mean you lose. If you lose twice to the same person, then you gotta.
Yeah.
Probably not start to say.
I mean, I used to rank her number 1 though, and maybe that was good. Too much. But like what she did was amazing. She went on her title reign. She got the belt from. Joanna, it was a vacant belt, and she beat Joanna. Joanna moved up from 115, and Joanna was the former champion at 115, and then at 125, Shevchenko beat her by decision, and then she defended her belt 7 times.
Damn.
7 times. For me, though, and a lot of finishes in that thing, too. She finished Jessica I with that kick to the head. With the fight right after that was her first title defense. Liz Carmouche, she decisioned her, but I think she knocked her down in that fight. Chukagian, who's really tough to finish, she TKO'd her on the ground.
You don't like Chukagian.
What?
You don't like Chukagian, right?
What do you mean?
I'm just asking.
Like her style?
Yeah, her style. Her kickboxing type style.
I think it poses a lot of problems for a lot of fighters. It's like if you can't get past those freaking long legs kicking and the punches, straight punches, it's hard. She's kind of a great test for
But Shevchenko was not. Dude, that was not the day.
That was great. When she did that, I was just like, sold. She's pound for pound number 1 or whatever. She was great.
Lauren Murphy, the body
Murphy
bag.
KO'd Lauren Murphy.
Jeez, she gets punched so much.
Lauren Murphy does get punched a lot. Oh, man. She's tough.
That was crazy.
She didn't go down at all versus Andrade. That was crazy.
I was like, the ref's gonna call this. The ref's gonna call this. The ref's gonna call this. I was like,
that was hard. That was really hard to watch. Lauren Murphy is super tough fighter.
Shevchenko's is my pick.
Yeah, for me, I feel like
expertise.
The one thing about Shevchenko was her last fight before Grasso, she fought against Taila Santos, and a lot of people thought it was a split decision win, and a lot of people thought it was like Santos could have won that fight, could have been picked to win anyways by the judges. So, and that was a grappler, and that was, I feel like, the beginning where maybe it was like Shevchenko just wasn't as dominant. And nothing against Taila Santos, but Taila Santos is a good fighter and everything, but Blanchfield beat Santos, and, everyone has so much respect for Shevchenko's all-around game, how she can grapple, how she can ground and pound, how she can spinning kicks to the head, body kicks.
Her fight IQ.
Man, her arsenal is amazing. Her fight IQ is really good. What she was doing. And then Santos, I think, put a little chink in the armor 2 fights ago, and that was a 50-50 fight where she barely won. And then, in my opinion, like, Grasso has the speed advantage. I think she's got the better jab, the better
technique.
Yeah, technique, the better 1-2. Shevchenko has the power, no doubt. But yeah, Grasso is also faster with what I saw from Grasso, man, is that Grasso was really great at mixing up the punches with the kicks. Like, you didn't know if she was going to throw a kick or a punch. And that's what she's really fast
unpredictable.
Super unpredictable, where you're like, okay, is it going to be a kick or a punch? And you can't really read it very well. She can punch on the run, which Shevchenko doesn't really go on the run too much. Shevchenko has amazing attacks and great, distance and everything like that, control. But Grasso, when you don't know whether a punch or kick is going to come, when Grasso can throw almost 2 punches for Shevchenko's every 1 punch, it's hard for Shevchenko to counter. And that's the crazy thing, is that Grasso could counter Shevchenko, but Shevchenko had more trouble countering Grasso, and I think that's why Shevchenko wanted to take it to the ground a lot.
Yes.
Shevchenko, did a body lock, I think, to take down in the beginning. 3rd round, I think she had a duck under takedown. Well, she had 1 takedown, and Grasso got up. Then I think she did like a duck under takedown where Grasso did like a 1 punch, really lengthy punch, and then Shevchenko took her down. So what I'm thinking is that Grasso is figuring out ways to control the distance where she doesn't just throw, 1 long punch and get exposed for a duck under takedown. She's going to know all that kind of stuff, and she has the speed to get away from Shevchenko's takedowns. But yeah, that'll be like probably the story of the fight, is can Shevchenko get those takedowns more often? I'm thinking Grasso is really fast and Grasso is really smart with that distance. And again, the kick, the punch, you don't know what it's going to be. So if Shevchenko doesn't know what it's going to be hard to get the takedowns. And I don't know, maybe Grasso by decision. I don't know exactly. It's hard to see Grasso finishing Shevchenko because that's such a rare situation.
Yeah.
But the finish was amazing because she went for a leg kick, she landed, and then all of a sudden it felt like she trapped Shevchenko. She got a little bit closer, and right when she got just slightly close and to the right, that's when Shevchenko like bit on it and went for the spinning kick, and then Grasso just went in. So it felt like Grasso actually trapped her a little bit.
She saw the opening. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. And
exactly.
Then she did it again at a later round, and like
the back take. Yeah. And she did the same thing, honestly, to Joanna Wood.
Yeah.
Where she did the back take, let Calderwood kind of throw some punch, and then just did the back take, and then submitted her with the rear naked choke. And that was 3 fights ago, where she submitted her in the first round. Joanne Wood the same way. So I feel like Grasso is fast, and she uses the speed for making traps. And Shevchenko can also trap. It's just that Shevchenko's a little bit slower, bigger arsenal. But Grasso's effective striking with that technical striking that Lousy was talking about with the speed it's just hard for Shevchenko, I think, to match with the counter striking. So it's a close fight though. I don't know. I'm going with Grasso, but I'm not going to be
it's
like.
It's gonna be a hard one to pick, guys, and I wouldn't.
It's a tough one.
If you want to put money on it, I'm going Shevchenko because of expertise. But Grasso is an amazing fighter too. So pick who you think. Like, flip a coin, lands on tails, pick Grasso. Lands on heads, pick Shevchenko. There you go. That's our expertise in this one.
It's kind of a beautiful main event for a free fight card. Amazing. So appreciate the listening, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, please, and thanks again for listening.